Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be demoing and reviewing this little gem right here. This is the Kylie Cosmetics Burgundy palette, and I did buy mine during Halloween. I did mention in the video that if you're gonna buy from Kylie Cosmetics, save yourself some money and wait till she does a little promo. I feel like she has been doing those a lot lately. I bought this with free shipping, so I couldn't resist. So this is what the inside of the palette looks like, and you get 9 shades. You get 5 matte shades and 4 shimmer shades, and I actually like this palette. Obviously I'm not sponsored to talk about this. I bought this baby with my own hard-earned money. This does retail for $42, so it's about an average price for your everyday eyeshadow palette. I'm going to swatch the top row for you guys. So the top row is, what am I looking at? So the top row is Penny, Beach, and Naked. And that's what's just a little bit of a figure swatch. So that Naked shade is a little bit patchy. Penny is really pretty. It's very subtle. The middle shade, which is called Beach, that's a really pretty transition color as well. So the row in the middle, we have LA, Burgundy, and Dubai. And I'm just doing like 3 little swirls of each with my finger. I'm sure there are plenty of other videos where you can find brush swatches. Okay. Ooh, the shimmer shades though, those are swatching really nicely. The shimmer shadows are swatching really nicely. I did use Burgundy today on my eyes, as well as a little bit of LA. I love this shadow though. I really wish I would have used it, but it wasn't quite what I wanted. But that is really pretty. The last row, this bottom row here, is Almond, New York, and Brick. So again, I'm just doing 3 little swirls. I have hot Cheeto fingers, so sorry. And the swatches. Not too bad. Not too bad. Really pretty. This is very pretty. Overall, I think it's a very nice palette. It isn't anything too crazy about. I wouldn't, if it is sold out on her website, I wouldn't waste my time on buying it for more than what it retails for on eBay or anything like that. I would just wait for it to just get back in stock. It is really pretty. I like it. So if you guys want to see how I got this little halo look, then just keep on watching. Bye guys. So this is going to be a talk through chit chat kind of video. I haven't done one in a while, so I thought I would get one out for you guys. So as usual, I'm going to prime my eyes with the MAC Cosmetic Soft Ochre Paint Pot. There isn't like a shade where I can set my eyeshadow, so I'm actually going to go ahead and just use my Laura Mercier translucent powder just to set that, just to set the MAC Soft Ochre. Let's do like a little halo today. I'm not too sure, so I think I'm going to go ahead and take from this Royal and Lang Nickel crease brush, I'm going to take this top shade right here. It's called Bleach, and I'm just gonna, we'll see. And I'm just going to have that kind of like as a transition color. It blends pretty nice. It's not patchy or anything like that, so I like it. I like this color. It's a very nice soft brown. That's what I would compare it to. Soft brown from MAC. If you guys remember, that is such an old school color. Okay. I think I need a fluffier brush just to kind of blend this out. I'm going to take this blending brush from Sephora. I got this like a super long time ago. It was in the sale section for like $4. And I really just want to just have that completely blended out. I don't want any harsh lines because I don't want this to be the main focus of color. And then with a small pencil brush, this is the M431 brush, I'm going to go ahead and dip my brush into that burgundy color and start applying that a little bit to my outer crease and kind of build up the color. Because I am aiming for a halo look, I want to leave the center of my eye blank. And because my eyes, they kind of go downward, I have to be a little bit careful on how much product I apply to the inner and outer corner because the middle can easily start disappearing and we want to be able to have that nice halo look. And you can just add as much or as little as you want, depending on how dramatic you want this look to be. I'm kind of being a little bit messy right now, and then I will go in and kind of blend it out and make sure that everything blends in nicely. I do like this color, it's very pretty. I would compare it to the red that's in the Makeup Geek palette, and obviously this is very, very fall appropriate. So, and then on to the next eye. I didn't really have a lot of expectations for this palette, to be honest, just because I had been seeing a lot of mixed reviews, but I wanted to give this palette a chance. This is actually my first Kylie cosmetic item that I've actually ever owned, so yeah. I feel kind of off my game today. I'm not really sure what's going on. So I'm grabbing this Blend Beauty. This is actually from the Ipsy. It's going to be in the Ipsy Glam Bag, I think for the month of December. Ooh, it blends out really nice. I'm not sure if it's the brush or if it's the shadow, but it's blending out nicely. I'm just going to grab a little bit because I feel like I lost a little bit of that red on my left eye. For the middle shade, I'm going to layer it. So I'm going to use Penny, which is this shade, and then I'm going to top it off with the Dubai shade. So I'm going to try the shadows dry first, and I think I'm going to use my finger. So yeah, so I wish all companies included mirrors in their palette. Okay. It's very subtle. It's a very subtle shimmer. I thought I expected a little bit more, and don't worry, if some of the red goes away, we can go back in and add it. But anyways, like I was saying, I wish more companies would include mirrors, because then you always have to be carrying like a mirror or a different palette that has a mirror, and it's such a pain. I kind of like it. I might not top it off with that other color. This is nice. I like it. Okay. So I just want to make sure that the red, that burgundy shade, is blended in and there's no like dividing line between them. So I'm going to take another clean blending brush and just make that just a little bit nicer. Oh, picked up, oh, what was on this brush? I think there was glitter on this brush. You see that? Oh, that's not what I wanted. Damn it. Okay. It's not bad. But I think I'm going to still use that penny shade, but I think I'm going to wet it and see what it does. Just because I do want that inner middle part of my lid to kind of stand out. Did that do anything, you guys? So for the main part, I want to stick to this color scheme, so I'm not going to add any other colors to this. I will add eyeliner, obviously, but for the most part, it's not bad. I like this palette, so at least the 3 colors I've used so far, where am I? At least the 3 colors I've used so far, it's not bad. I like it. So I'm going to put on some eyeliner and I will be right back. So I did already, like I said, I did add eyeliner, which we all know after the eyeliner it looks so much better. I already prepped my face and I have been using this Derma Doctor Picture Perfect Pore Minimizer. I did get it during the VIB sale. It's a little bit pricey. It's not a primer, so at least like a makeup primer. I have been adding this into my skincare routine. So I use this, and then I have been using the Pure Elise Blue Lotus Balancing Moisturizer, and then I've been using another primer, but I normally use primers just for my pores. So in reality, I have been noticing a difference, and this makes my skin feel so good. So I haven't been using another like pore primer. So this is what I used to prep my face today. So obviously I'm not finished with my eyes quite yet, but I figured I'm tired of looking at my face, so I'm going to do my skin. I do have a couple of, what is going on? I'm going to be using a little bit of green concealer to cancel out some of this, oh god, redness that I have going on. And so my face is, yeah, I mean, it looks like it's broken out, but honestly I just have a lot of acne scars. If you guys have any acne scar creams that you guys recommend, leave them in the comments down below. I don't know what's going on, like why I've been so stressed out, and it's causing all of this. It's just, I don't know, I'm so over it. So obviously, if you guys are new to color correcting, you don't want to use a lot of it, and you actually, before I forget, I'm going to set with just a little bit of translucent powder. A little bit, I said. See how that's already got rid of a lot of the redness? For my foundation, I'm going to be using the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Cover Stick, and I use the color 123 or Y365. This is a very full coverage foundation, and let's be real, I definitely need that full coverage today because the skin is just not, I don't know what's going on. I'm going to be using an oldie but a goodie. This is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NC25 as my concealer. And I need a mirror. I don't know what's going on with me today. I feel so, I don't know, so out of it. I don't know why. I guess I'm going to set my concealer with a little bit of that Laura Mercier translucent powder. I don't use mine enough, and I have been really trying to use a lot of my makeup because a lot of it does expire, and I feel like a lot of people hold on to makeup because, you know, they spend a lot of money and they want to you know, use it sparingly. But I mean, if it goes bad, you're gonna have to throw it away, right? So you might as well just use it. And I'm just gonna set the rest of my face with that as well. And I'm going to be, you guys, I don't know if you guys can see this. Look at my Anastasia Dip Brow. I dropped it and it completely shattered the bottom. I don't want to cut myself, so I feel like I have to buy a new one because it's kind of dangerous. So, or transfer it. Maybe I'll transfer it to a different pot. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Do this thing. Honestly, this palette, it's nice. I don't think it's the most amazing palette in the world. It's good. The good thing about it is, I mean, you're paying $42 for the palette. And I've noticed that Kylie has been doing a couple of different like promotions and sales and stuff like that where you get free shipping. Or I got mine during Halloween. So I got the Kai Majesty liquid lipstick with my palette and free shipping. So I feel like it justified buying the Kylie Cosmetic palette. Like, if I would have had to have paid $9 for shipping, I probably wouldn't have bought it, which is why I don't own any of her liquid lipsticks or anything like that, because I find that her shipping is completely outrageous. So if you are going to buy from her, I would, you know, I would probably wait until she does come back with more promotions and things like that. She's been doing them a lot, so I would wait. And the palette is really nice. Like I said, it is really nice, but there are so many companies out there that make very similar colors. Like I said, even since I have the Makeup Geek palette with me, what is the shade called? So the red shade is called Mars. So this is the Manny MUA palette from Makeup Geek, and this is the palette from Kylie Cosmetic. So this is Mars with a couple of little swirls, and this finger is Burgundy. So obviously the Mars is a little bit deeper, but I mean they're almost the same. Let me see if I can. Ooh, that was a terrible swatch. Okay, so the one on top, which is a little bit deeper, this is Mars, and the one on the bottom is Burgundy. It is very, very similar. Mars is obviously, it has a tad bit more red in it, but it is very, very similar. I think this palette is sold out. But I'm pretty sure that you could still find a couple of the shades. I know like this is a permanent shade and this is a permanent shade. Trying to think. Like if you look at it, it's very, very similar. So even these two brown purple shades look very, very similar. This shade, I would compare it to this middle shade right here. It's similar, you guys. It really is. Obviously, I think these two shades are a little bit different. Yeah, so they're not the same. But, I mean, it's close. So if you're looking for something that's similar and if it's still available, I would recommend this palette. At the end of the day, I'm pretty sure they're almost the same price. But, let's go ahead and finish my makeup because I feel like this is going to be a long-ass video and I'm not even close to being done. So for my bronzer slash contour today, I'm going to be using from Lunatick Cosmetics Labs contour palette, and I kind of just do this with a Morphe E48 brush. And then I'm going to be using from the Jaclyn Hill Champagne Face Palette. I think I'm going to use these two shades as my blush. And yes, I still have powder under my eyes. I will get that in just a second. And to dust that off, I'm just going to be using this random little kabuki brush just to wipe that excess translucent powder away from my eyes. Well, I should have actually kept it just in case there was fallout for my lash line, my bottom lash line. For my highlight today, I'm going to be using from Jouer. I'm going to be using the shade Citrine. So pretty. And I'm going to be using this Bellium Tools brush 940 as my highlighting brush. I'm going to be coating my lashes, my top lashes, with the Tarte camera. Back in the game. Okay, so my camera totally died, but I think I was saying that I'm going to coat my top lashes with the Tarte camera flashes. No, that's a Kanye song. Tarte Lights Camera Lashes Mascara. For my bottom lashes, I think I'm going to try and use a little bit of a different color so we can, you know, keep the ball moving a little bit on this look. I'm going to grab a small pencil brush and I am going to dip my brush in the color Almond, which is this shade right here. Not a lot of fallout so far. That is nice. Okay, and I think to switch it up, I'm going to use a shimmery shade. I'm going to use this shade right here. It is called LA. I feel like I keep going back in, dipping my brush, but nothing. I don't see anything. What is happening? Alright. I'm gonna swatch it because I don't know what's going on. I mean, it swatches nice, like really pretty, but on the eyes, I don't know. So again, this color I used on my bottom lash line. This is called LA, and this is called, oh no, I'm sorry. Am I wrong? Yeah, this is called LA, which is that shimmery color. It's very subtle. And then this is a matte shade called Almond. Overall, you guys, I dig it. It's nice. I'm gonna throw on some lashes and we'll call it a day. So for my lipstick, I thought I would switch it up as well, and I'm going to be using one of my birthday gifts. This is YSL Rouge Pure Couture, whatever, in the shade 09. Ooh, that is pretty. That is really nice. Focus. Ooh, it's like kinkier than I thought it was going to be. It's really pretty though. So I'm going to throw on some lashes and yes. Oh, and I'm going to be using my Violet Voss lashes in the style Faux Clis. This is a beauty channel, and as much as I am going to try and keep it that way, I just want to let you guys know to love each other, spread love, spread happiness, be nice to each other, because I feel like during these times, this is when we need to spread happiness, you know, spread love, not hate. But anyways, I really hope you guys enjoy this video, and until next time, bye guys.